There's 180 days of school in this nation. Corona came along just to end it. So the newfound problem for our generation is figuring out how to spend it. Like maybe calling up my friends during virtual learning. I mean, totally paying attention.
That's not a
Checking the fridge for food that doesn't exist and trying to avoid the infection. We're all sitting at home, finding things to do. I'm playing video games. Trying out new things, writing out essays. My family is driving me insane. Oh my god. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do, but also not at all. So stick with us, cause at Tower TV, we're gonna cover it all. Stick with us, cause at Tower TV, we're gonna cover it all. Mom! What's for dinner?
Welcome back to Tower TV. I'm Sarah.
I'm Simon. We're here to bring you our only episode of March.
And today is St. Patrick's Day.
Wait, what? No, it's not. That's tomorrow.
Oh, it is? Well, at least it's Women's History Month.
At least you got the month right. Well, speaking of Women's History Month, Daniel has a piece on that right here.
In celebration of Women's History Month, I interviewed Miss Muddle about one of her favorite women of history.
Talk about Fatima Al-Fihri. She is the founder of the world's oldest university. For one thing, the world's oldest university is in Fez, Morocco. It's called the Carawine, and it was founded by a woman. And I just think that's really incredible because women are overlooked in history for many of their contributions, right, to society, and certainly in the academic world. So her family was from Tunisia, and they had to flee Tunisia, and they settled in Fez, Morocco, and they were Muslim, and there was like the Muslim population was really growing in Fez. And so she had a sister too. And when their father died, he had left them a ton of money. And so both sisters opened up and built their own mosques. But Fatima then, like within a year or so, added a university onto her mosque. I think she breaks a lot of stereotypes, right? So she's a Muslim woman, she's a woman, and it's the oldest university. And I would assume a lot of people would guess that the world's oldest university is somewhere else, right? Like in Europe, but it's in North Africa, right? And Europe was introduced to Arabic numerals through that university. So it's a really important university, and it's founded by a woman. And I think that's cool.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Daniel and Miss Muddle.
Well, what an insightful piece from Daniel.
It was so awesome. I feel so inspired right now to make a video of my own. Where can I learn something like that?
Well, Nick and Ollie actually made a video on how we make videos on Tower TV.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. Let's see it.
Hey guys, welcome to a Tower TV tutorial. Today's tutorial is how to make a video. First step, planning. You're going to want to figure out what your plan is for your video, like what the topic is, where you're going to film it, how you're going to film it, and what message you're trying to get across with your video. If you're doing one or multiple interviews, you should write down your questions and send it to your subjects so that they're prepared. You might also have to write a script for a voiceover, like I'm doing right now. Step 2, filming. You want to make sure to get a variety of angles so that you have multiple options to choose from during editing. If you're doing an interview, make sure to find somewhere quiet where the lighting is good, that the subject isn't centered in the frame, and that they're not looking directly into the camera. Make sure the background isn't too complicated either. Simple is better. Step 3, editing. This is where you piece the video together according to how you want it to be interpreted by the audience. If you're doing a comedic piece, you might want to have more cuts, whereas if you're doing a serious piece, you might want to have longer shots. You can add music or sound effects, and visual effects as well, depending on your editing program. If you're doing an interview, make sure to get the name of the subject on the screen in the lower thirds fashion. Final step, export the video. Depending on what program you use, this will be different, but the general idea is to export in the highest quality possible and then save the video on whichever device you need it on. This has been a short tutorial by Tower TV, but you have been given the information necessary to surpass Steven Spielberg. Now go make a cinematic masterpiece. This has been Nick and Ollie signing off for Tower TV.
Wow, I feel like I learned so much from them. In fact, I think I'm going to go make a video right now.
Wait, where are you going?
Mom, where's the camera?
Okay, well, speaking of learning, I went and talked to Miss Gavins, who always takes advantage of the opportunities in her life to expand on her knowledge. I spoke with Miss Gavins to learn more about her podcast and about her as a person. Tell us about this podcast on mental health you've started with your daughter.
It's been exploring my own mental health and how it's impacted my parenting and how it makes me a better parent. So that's how the two come together. And it's with my youngest daughter. I really wanted her to be able to have a voice in everything and really share what she experiences, not only with me, but just, walking through the world as a kid. Right now we're on all the listening platforms. So like Apple, Google, Spotify. So I have 4 children all together. I wanted to make sure all of them at some point were able to be involved, know that they have a voice in this world. And I think, recordings and pictures and any creative things are great ways to leave things for the next generation. So I'm very much a relationship person with kids and families. And so I felt like special ed, working in that environment and with students with IEPs allowed me to do that. So I think our students to be patient with themselves and to find, even a couple people you can trust, someone that is able to give you good sound advice. And even if you don't necessarily like it as a friend, that they have your best interests at heart. Everybody needs some sort of outlet. And I know in this environment, it can be difficult because we're virtual.
For Tower TV, this has been Sarah. You miss an inspiring piece.
Oh, shoot. Wait, I did? Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Wait, what was it about?
Sadly, we can't go back and rewatch and recap because right now we have a commercial break. Wow, that looks really good. I think I'm going to get some of that right now.
Wait, Sarah, wait, no, you can't go. Wait, in the middle of a recording? Sarah, think about the professionality. You can't just go in the middle. Who would do such a... Okay, and she's gone. Joke's on her, because now, coming right up, we have the most adorable pet of the month you've ever seen.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Noah and Sarah.
Oh, look who returned.
Doesn't feel nice to be left alone, does it?
Okay, you know what? 2 things. 1, you just missed the cutest pet I have ever seen to spite me. And 2, I actually did something useful with my time.
Like what?
Well, like the announcements right here. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, pergolas. I hope your past 24 hours have been fantastic, and next 24, even more so. Juniors and seniors, if you received invitations to apply for the National Honor Society in February, the deadline for the applications, volunteer service hours, and service hours verifications for National Honor Society candidates is Tuesday, April 6th. Service hour verifications take time and should be requested from supervisors well before the deadline. Students are invited to ask their mentors for help with the application. If needed, contact Miss Chin with any questions. Athletes, the next announcements and updates for the fall alternative and spring sports are coming soon. A final announcement for fall sports, girls swim, volleyball, girls tennis, football, cross country, boys soccer, and girls golf will happen by March 26th. Until then, virtual programming will continue. An update on the timeline for phasing in spring sports, baseball, boys golf, girls soccer, softball, boys tennis, and track was to be announced on March 12th. Make sure to reach out to your coaches and athletic office if you have any questions. Simon off for Tower TV. This has been Simon with the announcements. So, what did you think?
That's what you ditched me for during the introduction of Miss Gavin's piece.
It wasn't a ditch. It was a dramatic call to action.
So, anyway, that's our episode for today. I hope you all enjoyed it.
And I'm sure you would have all enjoyed it even more if you actually stayed for the entire thing.
Yeah, funny how that works, huh?
Well, anyway, Simon off for Tower TV. This has been Simon.
And Sarah.